I'll speak slowly. Welcome on behalf of the board. I welcome everyone this evening and call this meeting of the Linn-Mar Community School District Board of Directors to order at 5 o'clock. John, please determine a quorum.
Director Buchholz?
Here.
Director Foss?
Here.
Director Langston?
Here.
Director Mansour?
Here.
Director Maury?
Here.
Director Thomas?
Here.
President Lau Lancaster?
Well, I'm here as well. Thank you very much. As a reminder, to keep this meeting flowing, I will say we're up to item number 200, adoption of our agenda. And at that time, then I will wait for a motion or guide us through our work as we have for this evening. At this time, we did not have anyone sign.
Oh, no.
Right there for the amendment. Oh, sorry, adoption agenda. I was already getting to work. Item number 200, adoption of agenda. May I have a motion, please?
I move to adopt the agenda as presented.
We have a motion by Evan. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a second by Barry. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I have a question.
Go.
So back on April 26th, we had talked about setting a date to talk about the performance hallway extension before the project closes. And so I was just checking in to see where we were on the timeline of that project closing.
I can take that, and I would say that that needs to be part of the larger 10-year facilities plan discussion, along with the OPN assessment results, the RSP enrollment report. So you'll need to take that as a larger body of work, and that'll still be well before that project closes out.
Okay, that's the part that I just was uncertain about, so thank you for confirming that.
Informally, I think it was January 1st, 2027 is when the project is expected to be closed out.
Got it. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you for that. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposed? And the motion has carried. We're at item number 300, our public hearing. This was to certify our budget for fiscal year 2026. This is an amended certified budget. We had no one come and sign up to speak to that, so we will continue and I'll close out our public hearing. We're at item number 400, our district highlight moments. That's not me. We're sharing it. Oh, there it is.
My favorite memory from the school year was at recess when I was playing soccer. I scored a goal from all the way across the field.
Probably track and basketball season.
My favorite memory was probably start out my own club.
Honestly, it was probably the art show this year and being able to be in said art show, and everybody's art was very talented.
My favorite memory of fourth grade was doing flips on the monkey bars.
Trying new sports and making friends. So my favorite memory is actually meeting my friend Nate and getting friends from 7th grade. My favorite
Our favorite memory.
is Katie moving and us meeting each other.
Just friends, hanging out with friends.
My favorite memory is all the times we spent with our friends and teachers.
Probably like literacy class.
My favorite part of fourth grade was having such an amazing teacher.
Awesome.
One of my favorite things about this school year was probably meeting a lot of more new teachers.
Singing with Miss Kate.
Oh.
Basically everything, because it's such a good school, and I really like to be here.
Basically, just having new experiences that I've never had before. I'm glad that I'm here.
Aww.
Thank you once again to our communications department for putting that together, and it's very meaningful. You are helping us share our own narrative and how important that is and how far we've come in the last year especially of not only these videos but all these touch moments, and thank you very much for all the work that you've done. Thank you. You will be missed. All right, at this time we have item number 500, our audience communication. At this time, we have folks that will be coming up to the microphone to speak. Just a reminder, this is your opportunity to speak to us. We're curious and want to learn, so we don't go into a dialogue or a debate. We want to be here to let you speak and use your words as you feel would be best. So we're going to encourage us tonight to stay at 3 minutes. John will let you know when your 3 minutes is coming up, and I'll call you to the podium if that's all right. We'll get going. Ready? All right. We have at this time Camille Lindsay. Did I say it correct? Thank you very much. Why don't you come on up?
Hello, my name is Camille Lindsay. I'm both a Linn-Mar staff member and a parent. As an English language learner teacher, I've had the privilege of serving students and families throughout our district and have taught the last 2 years at Wilkins. I am here today to speak in support of renewing the Leader in Me license. First, thank you for the countless hours you devote to serving our students, staff, and community. I recognize that board members are often asked to make difficult decisions while balancing many priorities and perspectives. As educators, we want to prepare students not only for academic success, but for success in life. Leader in Me helps us do that by teaching students to set goals, take responsibility, collaborate, solve problems, and develop leadership skills. These qualities benefit every student, regardless of age, background, or future career path. Our district motto is to inspire learning, unlock potential, and empower achievement. Leader in Me supports each part of that mission by helping students take ownership of their growth, recognize their strengths, and develop habits that lead to success both inside and outside of the classroom. Having worked with students across the district, I have seen the positive impact these principles have on school culture, student relationships, and personal growth. At Wilkins, Leader in Me is more than a character education program. It is woven into who we are and has been a key factor in our tremendous academic growth. Based on what I have seen firsthand, I would strongly recommend Leader in Me to any school seeking to strengthen student leadership, character development, staff culture, and academic growth. The impact on our students, staff, and families has been life-changing, and I believe more in our district could benefit from these opportunities. As an ELL teacher, I work with students who are learning a new language, culture, and school system all at once. Leader in Me helps these students recognize their strengths and contribute as leaders even before they are fully confident in English. I've watched reluctant students begin setting goals, leading discussions, and seeing themselves as capable learners. I respectfully ask the board to consider the experiences of many staff members, students, and families who have benefited from Leader in Me and renew this license so that this important work can continue. Thank you for your time and commitment to Linn-Mar students.
Our next speaker is Nicole.
Good evening. My name is Nicole Moeller, and I am here in support of the Wilkins Elementary Leader in Me program. It is my understanding that the board has already received some data both from Wilkins and Franklin Covey regarding the program. I'm hoping that the data speaks for itself, but in case it doesn't, I did want to share some additional comments. My family open enrolls into the Linn-Mar School District. We specifically chose Wilkins Elementary to open enroll to for this program. It would be far more convenient for us to not open enroll and not have to worry about transportation to and from school, but for us it was worth the inconvenience. The program has been absolutely amazing for us, and we would make that choice again. I've watched my soon-to-be first grader, who previously was attached to my hip, which I think is pretty normal, yeah, come out of his shell. He's been willing to try new things. He's been willing to do them without me right next to him, and I attribute a lot of that to the Wilkins Leader in Me program, the staff, and how they've implemented it. I've also watched my soon-to-be fourth grader's confidence skyrocket, which you will see here shortly. Her love of learning has grown, and this is translated into leadership outside of the school as well. For example, she just had a soccer tournament that she played in over the weekend, and I watched her use a lot of the habits that she learned through the Leader in Me program with her team on the field, on practice, and she helped take her team to the finals this weekend. 3 years ago, she would have never voluntarily stood up here and spoken to the board in front of a group of people. And today, she, on her own accord, wanted to come and represent Wilkins, which again, you will hear momentarily. But I fully believe that those skills she's gained through the habits that she learned from the Leader in Me program. And I think that it is a real-time, real-life example of why this program is successful and why this program should remain at Wilkins Elementary. The culture and community that Wilkins Elementary has cultivated over the last several years has been absolutely phenomenal. Wilkins Elementary feels like a family. It has really allowed the students to learn how to interact with each other, how to better understand children who are not the same as you. Some that may have different behaviors, some that may be from different backgrounds. And they all love each other the same, and they all give each other grace. All in all, it's my hope today that the board is able to remove their bias and not let personal opinions get in the way of any numbers that may have been given and voices that you've heard over the last couple of months. Anyone who has concerns about Wilkins specifically, I would encourage those individuals to meet with staff leadership and discuss those concerns with them directly and work together to come to some solutions.
I'm sorry, Nicole, but your 3 minutes is up. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, we now have, and I'm going to have him, is it Riley? Well done, Riley. There you go.
Hello, my name is Riley, and I am going to talk about why Wilkins should keep Leader in Me. So to start off, I have learned so much from this program. It has taught me how to communicate with others appropriately and to have empathy for others and to be an upstander. The program has opened opportunities such as Lighthouse, which Lighthouse has led the student panel. And we use it we use Leader in Me in how we run leader games and student-led assemblies. And it has also helped me grow by habit 3, put first things first. It has also helped me grow by habit 8, find a voice. And that is really the only reason I'm here. Let's say that the Leader in Me program has helped kids be happy here at Wilkins. And to take something away, like Leader in Me, it would really make us sad if you did that. It would also is a really important source to Wilkins. Thank you for my time on this speech and what I said.
At this time, we have Brenda.
Hello, my name is Brenda Serwick, and I am here as a parent of 2 boys at Wilkins, but also as an educator. I myself have an education license. I have subbed extensively throughout all of the districts that are near us, all the Cedar Rapids schools, Prairie, Linn-Mar, Central City. I've been pretty much everywhere. I think I counted it up, and there's like 3 out of all of those that I haven't been to. So I specifically chose Wilkins for my kids out of all of the schools that I had been to. And I think that I know also a lot of other people that have also chosen Wilkins for their schools. Wilkins is really big on helping kids find their voice. And when I told Nico that this was being presented to the board meeting, Nico is my son. He's in 3rd grade. He'll be going into 4th grade. The first thing that he said to me was, do they understand it? Do they know what this program is? And I think that his gut response was that really, really speaks to how well this program is working, because he was able to use that habit of seek first to understand and then to be understood. And then the next thing that he asked was he actually asked to watch the board meeting. And so we sat down on YouTube and we watched that portion of the board meeting. And he was invested in understanding what the problem was. And just that in itself is just huge. As a sub and as an educator, and being in so many different schools, I always felt like there was something that we could do more to help kids communicate with each other, to get along with each other, to resolve conflicts. In our own personal house, thinking win-win with two young boys is great. We have a foundation that we can go to, and we don't have to get into lengthy things. We've got the habits, we can apply them. Also, seeking first to understand is really important. I'm going to try and cut this a little bit shorter. And so, as we were going through this, I tried to understand what some of the issues were before I came here today. So I reached out, talked to as many parents as I could of Wilkins kids. I talked to 34 different families, and that's families, those are not students. So a lot of them have multiple kids either that are going to be coming in or have left, or multiple that are at Wilkins. And of those, 11 of those families were open enrolled to Wilkins specifically for this program. And I don't think that this holds true these were just the parents that I could access, so I don't think that that's going to hold over a large generalization, but I do think that that is really important. Of those people, 2 of them had bought a house specifically in the Wilkins district just for this program. And so I feel like these are things that really shouldn't be ignored. Like, this program is making an impact on our community. And if you look at the socioeconomic numbers of Wilkins, I think it makes an even bigger statement. There are people that are coming clear across Cedar Rapids.
Brenda, I'm sorry to interrupt, but your 3 minutes are up.
Oh,
Thank you.
no. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Brenda. At this time, we have Darren. Darren, are you here? Nothing for you. All right. Then that closes this time of our public conversations. We want to thank you all for coming this evening to share your thoughts. We will continue now with the rest of our meeting. At this time, we have our informational reports. We're going to start off with item number 601, our Marion City Council report.
Well, Director Lancaster, we know that it does impact traffic when the section of 10th Street and 29th are closed. And one of the little things that they approved at the Marion City Council meeting was that between, hold on, let me find the, they're doing some like planter stuff, right? They're like putting flowers in there. And those are happening shall start no earlier than August 17th, 2026, and be completed by September 30th, 2026. So some overlap with the school year there. Minor in the scheme of things, but it does impact traffic flow around our district buildings, and thankfully that is the only significant thing that was at that meeting. Any other questions? What, Justin, you're looking at me. Or
No. John or Amy, did the city at all reach out to you guys to ask any feedback on that?
Yeah, they've met with us on that a couple different times.
Okay, great, thanks.
And so, John, I assume by that you mean like you guys are cool with that plan? By cool, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, well, we met with them and had the discussions on it, and yeah, is it ideal? No, it's not ideal. Is it something that we can't work around? No, it's not something we can't work around.
Yes, I understand sometimes you can't plant things earlier than you can, but it's still nice when we all have a heads up about some of those traffic impacts. So that's all I have to share. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Midhat.
There was nothing pertaining to us at the June 4th meeting.
Thank you very much. All right, we're going to move on to item number 602, our superintendent's report. Bring it, Miss Amy. This is your last Linn-Mar report with us.
Yeah, thank you, President Lancaster. As far as district honors and highlights, we have many of them to share tonight. So congratulations goes out to our 543 Linn-Mar High School seniors that were honored during commencement on May 24th. We also recently honored 4 of our graduates from the Success Center on May 22nd during their fun day that they were having at Cedar Rapids Bowling Center. We have art honors where 3 of our high school students were named winners in the Division 3A 2026 All-Stars Visual Arts Awards, which is a statewide recognition, and also the district placed 3rd in the team awards, so that's wonderful to see. Some community outreach. Hazel Point Intermediate students raised funds to purchase items to support Kids Against Hunger, and then worked to package the items into 20,000 meal boxes. Way to go, Hazel Point. Two of our students were recently recognized as National Merit Scholarship Honors. 4 of our students were recently recognized. High school seniors signed a symbolic letter of intent to join the future workforce as an educator. And as we've been doing this the last several years, we do guarantee our students that go into education as a college degree an opportunity to interview with us upon completion. And we'd love to see as many get reemployed or employed back at Linn-Mar. Back to track and field, we talked about this during the last board meeting, but I just want to recognize that Abby Mecklenburg won the 4A long jump, and we had our boys class 4A 800-meter sprint relay team also recorded a new state record and earned a state championship. Venture Academics Honor, congratulations to the Venture Academics Civic students for receiving the Carrie Chapman Capital Award from the Secretary of State, Paul Pate, and he was there to honor them recently. They were able to register more than 240 eligible Linn-Mar student voters, so that's pretty cool. We have Special Olympics honors where we are recognizing 10 of our students who recently competed in Special Olympians and their awesome finishes at the state track and field competition. 2 of our teachers, our fine arts teachers, recently were recognized. Congratulations goes out to Jack Jorgensen, Linn-Mar High School choral director, and Andy Cutler, Excelsior Middle School and Boulder Peak Intermediate choral director, for being recognized by the Iowa Choral Directors Association. Jack is the recipient of the Emerging Choral Director Award, and Andy is the recipient of the Middle School Choral Director Award. A baseball highlight. Congratulations goes out to junior Charlie Sarsfield as being named Iowa Gatorade Baseball Player of the Year. A boys tennis highlight for their awesome performance at the state tournament here real recently. A special shout out goes to Garrett Bauermeister for his 3rd place in singles finish. And before I share our last 2 items, I want to also recognize our girls soccer team who also recently qualified for the state tournament. That didn't make this issue, but should for July. So we're excited to watch them compete this week at the state tournament, Tuesday afternoon. Leader in Me recognition, congratulations goes out to Wilkins Elementary for being recognized as a Leader in Me Lighthouse School. This certification highlights the exceptional implementation of leadership practices and a strong student-centered culture, and that's been awarded to only 8% of Leader in Me buildings across the country. And finally, congratulations to the Linn-Mar District for being recognized as the 25-26 Imagine Learning District of Distinction, which is the highest honor Imagine Nation Customer Recognition Program. Imagine Learning is the platform that we use to access the illustrative math curriculum for grades K-8. Going on for some other highlights, I talked about this just a little bit earlier when Director Thomas had the question around the Performance Hall hallway. So in regards to the 10-year facilities plan, we've built a solid foundation by beginning to create a new 10-year plan, and we're tracking several components related to that right now. CFO Galbraith has recently met with Matt Gillespie at Piper Sandler about our ability to borrow against SAVE now and in the future with the recent changes that we've seen come out of this last legislative session. OPN assessments, we had a preliminary report from them just last board meeting, but this week both CFO Galbraith and Operations and Maintenance Manager Andy Park will have a meeting with OPN's design team to look at how to potentially group and plan key future projects. Our Indoor Activity Center and associated renovations project, the steering committee, which is a small team of Linn-Mar and OPM representatives, has met twice to discuss the project. We're nearing a point where we will soon need more direction from the board. Talked a little bit about the Performance Hall hallway, that also we need to ensure that this project is revisited as part of that larger 10-year discussion. Our RSP enrollment report, this data will likely be presented to the board on the July 13th board meeting. So in summary, all of these pieces will impact the 10-year plan. These pieces should be transpiring over the next couple of months, and our goal will be to reach a final approval I say, within the next several months, with the understanding that it will need to be reviewed and adjusted annually as needed. This past month, we've issued a family newsletter, a couple of staff newsletters. Just a little bit more than on facilities. Performance Hall, that work continues to move forward with the orchestra shell. We'll be excited to receive that here in the near future. The Oak Ridge Band Room addition, you're going to see that later in the agenda, that Foreman Construction was the lowest responsible bidder. As far as the facility assessment, I've also addressed that just a little bit ago, as well as the Indoor Activities Center project. So as President Lau Lancaster noted, we're at the end of this another successful school year here, and last week we said farewell to our students and a large majority of our staff, and this one's truly bittersweet for me as my 10th and final year. Okay, I'm gonna start crying. I just want to publicly thank the board, our staff, students and families and community members for all the support that's been provided to me during my tenure. It's truly a special place. And I'm going to skip a bunch of stuff, but it is truly a special place. When I asked, particularly members of our leadership team, when I returned to the district, what do you really appreciate about the district, or what's going well? And it was things like, Linn-Mar is a large school district with a small district feel. It has the feeling of family and togetherness. Our educational offerings enrich and challenge our students. We're able to offer so many opportunities for our kids, whether that's clubs, athletics, fine arts programming. Our facilities are really state of the art. Our staff is second to none. I could continue to go on and on. The support of our board, our communities, our families that give is amazing. And I can share with you without a doubt that this has been my lived experience. So thank you for entrusting me to lead the district. It will forever be the greatest honor of my professional career. So thank you.
Good and faithful servant, well done. All right, let's dig back in. Item number 700, unfinished business. I have item number 701, the approval of Leader in Me renewal.
Motion to approve the one-year renewal of Leader in Me for Wilkins Elementary for a cost of $6,893.50.
Second.
There's a motion by Midhat and a second by Laura. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed?
I'm abstaining.
And one abstain. Thank you. And one abstain. The motion has carried. All right, we are at item number 702, approval of a bid.
I make a motion to approve the Foreman Construction as the lowest responsible bidder for the Oak Ridge Band Room project for a base bid of $1,689,900.
Second.
Motion by Barry, second by Midhat. Is there any discussion? Hearing no discussion, we'll go on to vote. Those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? The motion is carried. Item number 703, approval of paying agent, note registrar, or transfer agent. This is a roll call vote. I need a motion, please.
Motion to approve the resolution appointing UMB Bank, N.A. of West Des Moines, Iowa, to serve as paying agent, note registrar, transfer agent, approving the paying of the agent, note registrar, transferring agent agreement, and authorizing the execution of the same regarding the issuance of the $28,125,000 general obligation school capital loan notes, Series 2026.
I have a motion by Evan. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Second by Midhat. At this time, we'll have discussion.
I can just summarize some of this a little bit. So these next four approvals all deal with our PEPL notes that we issued last board meeting. So this is the final documentation pieces to that.
Anyone have any questions for that?
Is this regarding a single project, or is this just a total PEPL notes?
This is the PEPL notes that are for the indoor activities project.
Okay, perfect.
Anyone else? This is a roll call vote. So I need to go ahead and have John do the roll call, please.
Director Buchholz?
Yes.
Director Foss?
Yes.
Director Langston?
Yes.
Director Mansour?
Yes.
Director Maury?
Yes.
Director Thomas?
Yes.
President Lau Lancaster?
Yes. And the motion has carried. This is item number 704, approval of tax exemption certificate.
Motion that the form of tax exemption certificate regarding the issuance of $28,125,000 general obligation school capital loan notes series 2026 be placed on file and approved.
Motion by Justin, is there a second?
Second.
And a second by Barry. Is there any discussion? If not, this requires a roll call vote.
Director Foss?
Yes.
Director Langston?
Yes.
Director Mansour?
Yes.
Director Maury?
Yes.
Director Thomas?
Yes.
Director Buckles?
Yes.
President Lancaster?
Yes, the motion has carried. Item number 705, approval of continuing disclosure certificate.
Motion that the form of continuing disclosure certificate regarding the issuance of $28,125,000 general obligation school capital loan notes series 2026 be placed on file and approved.
Second.
I have a motion by Midhat and a second by Evan. Is there any discussion? If not, this is a roll call vote.
Director Langston?
Yes.
Director Mansour?
Yes.
Director Maury?
Yes.
Director Thomas?
Yes.
Director Buckles?
Yes.
Director Foss?
Yes.
President Lancaster?
Yes, the motion has carried. Item number 706, approval of resolution regarding issuance of notes.
I make a motion to approve the resolution authorizing the issuance of $28,125,000 general obligation school capital loan notes, Series 2026, levying a tax for the payment thereof and authorizing the execution of a loan agreement.
I have a motion by Barry. Is there a second?
Second.
And a second by Evan. Is there any discussion? This is a roll call vote.
Director Mansour?
Yes.
Director Maury?
Yes.
Director Thomas?
Yes.
Director Buckles?
Yes.
Director Foss?
Yes.
Director Langston?
Yes.
President Lancaster?
Yes, the motion has carried. We're now into items number 800, our new business. Item number 801, approval of amended fiscal year 26 certified budget. May I have a motion, please?
I make a motion to approve the amended certified budget for fiscal year 2026 as presented in Exhibit 801.1.
Second.
We have a motion by Britt and a second by Laura. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposed? Any abstaining? Thank you. A motion is carried. Item number 802, approval of open enrollment requests.
Motion to approve the open enrollment requests as presented.
Second.
We have a motion by Laura, a second by Britt. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Any opposed? Any abstaining? The motion is carried. We are now to item 803. This is designation of depository banks for fiscal year 2027. I'm now going to invite John to speak to this as our CFO operating officer.
Yeah, so a couple reasons for this. So we generally do this at our organizational meeting in November. A couple reasons for bringing this back here at this point in time. The first is the PEPAL notes that were just formally approved for the $28,125,000. We obviously need a depository for those funds to be held in. So the plan there is to have those at the IceJet, the Iowa School Investment Trust. So we needed to raise that limit. And then the other thing that happened this year in legislation when SSA was approved is, so currently we would get 10 SSA payments a year. They changed that in that SSA legislation, they changed that to quarterly. So generally speaking, this year we get 10 payments a year. It comes in about the 18th, 19th of the month. Our second payroll hits on the 20th, so that money comes in, and for argument's sake, goes away right away. With this, we will be getting a quarter of our annual payments, so we will set on that for a couple months. Our deposits will need a place to be held versus just for a couple days. We will get not quite 3 months of payments at once, but almost 3 months of payments at once. So for that, we needed to increase what our deposit limit was there at Farmers for that. So it's a good problem, right? We're going to have money sitting in the bank for longer. We're going to earn some more interest. That's good. But we just want to make sure that we have the capacity there to hold those funds for those payments.
Any further discussion?
Hey, John, this is not a one-time, this is kind of the new normal, right?
It is for this year unless it changes. Yes, I mean it's been 10 SSA payments for, I don't know the answer to that, for a long time. So this is the new normal until the legislature changes it.
Thank you. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please
You
say.
got to make a
Oh,
motion.
sorry.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you,
Make
Britt.
a motion to designate Farmer State Bank with an authorized limit of up to $40 million, Hills Bank with an authorized limit of up to $30 million, Central State Bank with an authorized limit of $5 million, and Iowa School Joint Investment Trust with an authorized limit of $50 million as depositories of the district for the 2026-27 fiscal year.
Second.
We have a motion by Britt and a second by Midhat. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Any opposed? Any abstaining? Item number 804, approval of fiscal year 2027 LMSEAA agreement. A motion, please.
Motion to approve the 3.02% total package increase for Linn-Mar Secretarial and Educational Assistant Association for fiscal year 2026-27.
Second, please.
Second.
And a second by Midhat. Any discussion? If not, we will have all in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Any abstaining? Motion is carried. Item number 805, approval of fiscal year 27 admins, managers, exempt, non-exempt staff agreement. I need a motion, please.
Motion to approve a 3% total package increase for the administrators, managers, exempt, and non-exempt staff for fiscal year 26-27.
I have a motion. May I have a second?
Second.
And a second by Laura. Is there any discussion? Hearing no discussion, we will go to vote. All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Any abstaining?
I abstain.
Thank you. Consent agenda, item number 900. Do I have a motion, please?
Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
There's second by Evan. Is there any discussion?
Congratulations to those who are retiring. John Costello, Amy Crawford, Bill Grindle, Marcia Knudsen, June Reeves, Timothy Benzina. Thank you guys for your dedication and service to our district.
Wonderful, thank you. Is there any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposed? Any abstaining? Motion has carried. We are all the way to now item number
1,000.
1,000. I got to turn the page again. Thank you. Item number 1,000, board calendar and communications. I would like to highlight some of our upcoming board events. June 18th is Barry for Marion City Council. I would like to ask somebody for June 9th, or July 9th and July 23rd.
I can take one.
Thank you, Laura. Which one would you like?
Let's go with the 9th.
Thank you. Anybody for the 23rd?
I can take that one too.
Thank you, Laura, for taking both July meetings. All right. We have July 13th board meeting as well, so keep that in mind. And look at your calendars. We have also items, number of board committees, advisories, so forth and so on. All right, before we adjourn.
Can I?
Yep,
Oh, this is before.
go for it.
Just having gone to the Linn-Mar graduation, which is always a very emotional celebration. That's an honor to be at. It always feels a little weird to be sitting on the stage when all the people in front of me are the ones who did all the hard work to get to that day. But at this time of year, I always like to take time to recognize the students who may not have had a cord or any sort of flare or anything on their robes. Because when you sit there in front of all those kids, you see them all come up, and there's lots of recognition for kiddos who've done all these amazing things, and I definitely never want to try to take away from that, but I also like to speak to those kids and those families who you made it, and you know what? Sure, you might not have something that the guy sitting next to you has, but you still made it, and that's still a great celebration, and I want to speak for those kids.
Thank you. I think of that as there's a moment that they all have the same diploma. It's lovely to think about and their next steps. But in that moment, they are but one huge class. Thank you, Laura, for bringing that up. It is an honor to spend that day. It is not a burden. It is a joy. Anybody else?
I was going to make a comment during the superintendent's report, but I didn't want to. You ended it so nicely, and I didn't want to take away from that. But I do want to at least acknowledge at the board table during our board communications section that when we tabled the hallway discussion, it was until we knew about the funding. So the request was for the board to consider whether we do it this summer or wait a year. And by saying we're going to wait months to approve it in the 10-year facilities plan effectively makes that decision for the board that this hallway can't happen before the next season of events in the Performance Center. And I just think that that is worthy of note. And also saying that the contract doesn't end until January. When do the bids expire? Because in my experience, bids aren't just until you decide to respond. So I would guess that the $700,000 price tag on the bids won't hold that long. I could be wrong, but in my experience, bids aren't typically left that way. So I think it's a disservice. This board made a decision last fall to move forward with this project, and I think that the action to table it and then have that moved months down the road without actually having a board discussion about it now that we know what our finances are is a disservice, and I just wanted to say it out loud. Thank you.
Anyone else have any comments that they'd like to share? All right. We are thankful to you. I have a couple things for you. And one of those things is that I have been pondering, what in the world, I'm not sure you're a gardener because the one plant in your little office did not survive. And it was surrounded by people who could have nurtured it, so not your thing. You are going to be traveling, so I thought what would speak to me, hopefully it will speak to you, and I've shared this with the board. It is a tuned wind chime. It is not just one of those ones that just makes noise. It is tuned that when all is well and there's a light breeze, it will make beautiful music. There are moments when the storms come through and it may sound loud, and there's moments when the gentle breeze will come through, and I hope you hear our song. We travel with you. We are proud of you, and we're proud that our name goes forward with you. Thank you for the work that you did. You inherited a lot, and you leave us well. So good and faithful servant, well done. Just a moment. All right. It's a bigger bag than it looks like. But this is the card from all of us. And then this is for you from all of us. Thank you. And then, of course, very noisy wind chime that's been sitting in my house.
Thank you so much.
Your husband might not know.
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you so much.
It is, once you get it back in the box, let's see, ready?
I love it.
It is not noisy, it is musical for those of you who don't get it. So there you
I'm
go.
gonna put a little bit of red on it.
I looked for a red one, but I found a nice black one
Thank
instead.
you so much.
Thank you. All right, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved at 5:44.
Second.
I have a motion by Britt and a second by Laura. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Any noes? Any abstaining? All right, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you.